Hello there. Today I'm going to show you how to do a sleek brow application using Anastasia Beverly Hills Brow Pro Palette as well as the MAC Cosmetics Correct and Conceal Palette in Dark. To start, I like to make sure that the brow is clean and groomed, so I'm going to take a spoolie brushing all the hairs in the proper direction. Now I'm going to be working with an angled brush and the Anastasia Brow Palette. The first color I'm going to use is the brown shade in Auburn, and I'm going to start to create a little bit of definition under the brow, starting underneath the brow, pushing that product into the hairs of the brow, carrying it all the way to the outer side of the brow. You'll notice I take a minute, take a look here, and I'm going to start to create a little bit of depth here by adding chocolate, which makes me a little bit hungry. But anyway, adding the chocolate to the outer portion of the brow to give our tail just a little bit more depth. Now I'm going to create a little bit more definition by adding a little bit of the brown from Ebony to the top portion of the brow and brushing that out to the outer corner to really give me some sharpness to the outer corner of the brow. Of course, this doesn't have to be perfect. We'll clean it up in a little bit. I'll show you how. But I'm going to just make sure that this product starts to fill in all of the brow. On the inside here, I'm just going to start to create a bit more gradient by adding that Auburn brown to the inside of the brow. Start to fill that in a bit. And then you'll see me turn this brush to just feather out the inside of the brow so that it's not a heavy, stark, straight line, but it's a bit more feathered that we can easily brush out to make it look a bit more natural. And just a little bit sped up here, we're going to repeat process on the opposite side. Next, I'll be working with the MAC 212 brush and the Correct to Conceal palette in dark. I'm going to start with the NC45 concealer shade, and I'm going to use the straight edge of this brush to create a really nice, clean, precise shape underneath the brow. I like this brush because it really gives you some nice precision. And once I've got the concealer where I want it, you'll notice I'll start to take that concealer and pull the concealer down onto the eyelid. Pulling it down on the eyelid so that we can get a nice blend. And then I'm going to take my finger to blend this out using the concealer to create highlight for the brow bone. My rule of thumb for concealer under the brow is to use either 1 to 2 shades lighter than your own skin color, depending on the drama effect that you want with the brow bone. Now with the 212 brush, I like to load the product up on both sides of the brush and flip it back and forth as I'm applying product onto the brow bone. This helps me to keep the concealer a bit more even so that I don't run out of concealer too soon or so that I don't have too much concealer in one area or the other. Again, taking that 212, pulling that concealer down from the brow bone helps you create a bit more of a sharp, tight line underneath the brow. And then pulling this down and making sure that we take the time to get it really nice and blended out. I'm a bit picky about this, so you'll see me kind of putz with it a little bit more because I really want to make sure that that concealer doesn't just look like a line underneath the brow. We want it to look like a brow highlight. Taking my finger to blend out the concealer again. I notice that it's a little bit heavy on the outer corner, so I'm just going to go back in again and I'm going to just smooth that concealer out even more. Next, using that same brush and a concealer color closer to the skin tone, I'm going to take it along the top of the brow, and notice I will not take this concealer all the way to the inner inside of the brow. I like to leave it about 1/3 of the way out, and then from there create a little bit more cleanness on the top of the brow. This helps the inside of the brow to look really natural, so that way when you have this sleek looking brow, it looks really nice and defined, but it's not putting so much strength at the front of the brow. It's leaving the strength to be along the outside of the brow. So again, just using that 212 brush, taking that concealer, making sure that it's nice and blended out, using my finger, making sure that the concealer is blended out into the skin. Now, I'm a bit pokey, so I'm going to go back into the brow with just a little bit more of that powder to just clean up and make that inside a little bit tighter. And then I'm going to make sure that that concealer is a little bit more blended. And there you have it, a sleek brow application using the Anastasia Beverly Hills Brow Pro Palette, as well as MAC Cosmetics Correct to Conceal Palette in Dark. I'll leave the products and the tools in the description below. If you liked the video, give it a thumbs up, share and subscribe to Rich King Makeup on YouTube. And as always, may the makeup on the outside always be as beautiful as the soul on the inside. Thanks again for watching. Bye-bye.